Still hoping that won't give me a copyright strike or something. So, today I guess we'll be doing Dark Side and Roadkill. I guess we'll do Dark Side first just to get her out of the way. So, 5 control, 4 speed, 9 armor, and 7 special. Which is kind of bullshit because her special is kind of like, it can be good, but it also like doesn't work half the time because it has really weird detection for it working. So brain damage. Pierce harmless. I like how she's got like one spiky shoulder pad and the other one's just some plain shoulder pad. It's like, why not just have them both be like spiky shoulder pads? I don't know.
I was a bad girl one time. And now I'm gonna pay for what I did forever and ever and ever. I should have done what I was told. I should have been more careful. I shouldn't have defied Mr. Creel. That's why he did this to me. I'd been alone for so long. But then, one day, I had a visitor. His name was Calypso. He said he could make it all better. He said we were gonna play a game. It was the key. The only one that could open my mask. 7 years I'd been locked away inside my doll face. If I won the contest, I'd get the key. But I've been so bad. Do I really deserve to be free?
So one thing really strange about that is how the hell does can she cry on the outside of the mask? That's really confusing. I don't understand that. It's like, okay, but if your face is inside the mask, how are you crying outside the mask? Anyway, her special is, it's something. It's, well, what else would you do in a big-ass semi-truck? Run everybody over. So this is the first time Darkseid has been playable since Twisted Metal 1. He was in Twisted Metal 2 as a Twisted Metal 3 as a boss. However, he was not playable without Game Shark, so this is the first time you could officially play him since 1. And in 1, it's kind of funny, because wait, hold on. Oh, okay. They played his special up to be like some super powerful weapon, saying, oh, it was like a weapon stolen from the pits of hell. And then you actually use it, and it's literally just a buffed version of your machine gun bullets with a loud honk as the sound effect. Even the game admits in its manual, yeah, it's pretty weak, but hey, at least you get a cool sound. So basically, in Twisted Metal 1, what you wanted to do as Darkseid was just ram everything. So that's why their special became ram everything. You might as well. I mean, what else are you gonna do with a semi-truck? I think she has the second highest amount of HP, with it being Manslaughter, Warthog, and Darkseid. At least of, like, the regular cast, Minion not included. Or Minion notwithstanding, whatever. She has so much HP. But she's also a huge target, so... Oh, what the hell? The floor was eating me. It's interesting. First time I've seen the floor try to eat me. Oh, hi. It does okay damage. Sometimes it doesn't want to work, though. Apparently today it's perfectly okay with working just fine. Just to prove me wrong, I guess. I swear, it's like the fucking frog from Looney Tunes. I'll not work except when he's showing off. Then I'll work. That or I was just a stupid kid who didn't understand how to use it right or something. I don't know. Still, she's really slow. And really slippery. But she's very, very beefy. I thought I was on satellite. Yeah, just slow. Slower than Warthog. See, I used it again, didn't really hurt her, unlike the first time. Sometimes, if you hit him from the side, you'll do bonus damage. Other times, the game won't register it. So, all around, it's kind of a glitchy special, but it recharges extremely quickly, so... Which, I mean, makes sense. I mean, literally all the special is yeah, if you ram into the wall, you also do bonus damage. But seeing as how it's literally just you slamming on the gas pedal, yeah, I guess it would recharge pretty quickly. The health ramps do tend to eat Darkseid a lot, I've noticed. Kinda weird. I think it's just because she's so damn big. I mean, in this game, I think outside of Minion, she's the biggest character in the game. At least in terms of length. Manslaughter might be bigger in terms of, like, overall size, but I'm not sure. I could be wrong. Oh, hi. Aw. There we go. What? I thought I just saw it. Fuck. Yeah, so expect to see me using a lot of turbo. Also, I do kind of like how, oh, fuck. There we go. How the fire missile, the homing missile comes out of her door. It's like, oh, okay. That doesn't seem very safe, but whatever. Aw. I thought Crazy was following me. That's a shame. That's very frustrating. Come on. I want the weapon. There we go. Hey, reticle. Oh, I didn't need that at all. That was overkill to the extreme. And every time you hear that angelic choir sound, that means I got health from... Well, it means I got health. For some reason, the game apparently decided, oh yeah, the driver is supposed to give you health when you run them over, aren't they? It's like, yeah, they kind of are. Thanks for finally remembering that game. I think it has to do with being too close, now that I notice it. Yeah, just ramming into people also still works. You're still a big-ass bitch. Edgy. Edge is about as sharp as her shoulder pad. Ow. Hi there. Because her boss trapped her in it. That'll be explained further in her medal. I also have some interesting trivia about it. Also, this is useless. Ow. Please stop hitting me. Hey. It feels good just getting in people's faces. 'Cause I can. It's not the best idea still. But it's way less deadly. I'm still slow though. Using her special as a form of better movement is not a bad idea either. I just don't like it, because I don't like wasting specials. That's just me. I don't know. Oh, fuck. And now it's back to forgetting that drivers are supposed to give me health when I run them over. I guess that's fine. Not like I need it. Light up. Hi there. How rude. You can also rear fire this, which is a very strange thought. I mean, I get in real life you can, you know, floor it backwards, but the idea is still strange to me. Nuts. Alright. Yeah, have the fun of playing Darkside is literally just throwing your weight around and just crushing everything in your path. Just saying, I don't give a fuck. You're in my way, move. Also, I don't know why the toll booths roll up. It's not like I can even, it's not like these cars are small enough to get through them. I'm not sure why they even do it for us. Like, are they aware there's a tournament going on or something? What's going on here? What's the story here? It's very strange. Let's see. The only Mr. Slam you'll ever see in this game, sadly. Let's see. Okay, so Spectre's up there. I'm gonna... Hi there. Ah! Damn it. Damn it. It's not what I wanted, but okay. Ow. I need help. I like how it goes from looking pretty normal, aside from the bent girder in the back, to just completely destroyed. Oh wait, no, never mind. It's looking pretty bad. Windows all smashed and everything. Oh hi. I see you. Oh, you bitch. I have too many of these things. Take it. I always end up having way too many homing missiles, and I'm not sure why. I can't get rid of them fast enough. Ugh. It's a possibility. I wouldn't doubt it. But hey, who knows? Ah, nuts. Oh boy. Ah. Get back here. Come on. Why is everyone moving out of the way? Y'all suck. How does she eat? That's a good question. Shove it through the eye holes, I guess. Or intravenous. Ow. Everything hurts. Yeah, I saw that coming. I did not see you doing it again, though. I thought you'd just do it once, not twice. I've never seen him do it twice. That bastard. Aw. Hit a tree. The tree did nothing wrong. Probably. I don't know. Maybe it did. Yeah. A lot of the characters should be straight up dead. But they aren't. Also, this series has 3 different timelines. Somehow. It's very complicated. Maybe. I don't know. You bitch. Ugh. I hate her special so much. No. not if it's Twisted Metal. The most ridiculous version of what the fuck is a timeline is Twisted Metal 2 and Twisted Metal Head On. Head On is a direct sequel to Twisted Metal 2, but somehow a few of the wishes imply that they have won in the past. And yet there are other characters who are still alive who also say that somebody they know or they themselves have won in the past. I love making Darkseid fly. It's just entertaining. Yeah, Darkseid has the same problem with that Yellow Jacket has, and that, yeah, you can go on a hit and run rampage, but that doesn't mean they can't protect themselves from you. You can be a big bad bitch all you want, but that doesn't mean your opponents are defenseless to your antics. Ow. She may have a lot of HP, but she's also a huge-ass target. So, kinda goes both ways. That and her, special makes you get up close. It's also only completely straight. Well, not completely straight, but you can kind of turn. But ow! Oh, you bitch! Where is it? I'm so glad you can just jump on them. No. There's something satisfying about her special, though, I will admit that. Something satisfying about just ramming into someone at top speed and just watching them explode. Like, yeah, just metal cannon makes no sense. It never answers if it's a dream or not, except for Twisted Metal Black, where it, it is confirmed this is all a dream, it's all in Sweet Tooth's head, but aside from this game, it's never outright stated if it's a dream or not. Twisted Metal 1, Roadkill, according to Roadkill's ending, it's all a dream in his head. But every other Twisted Metal game, it's like, no, this is real. This is a reality. Head On makes it even more complicated because Twisted Metal 2, he has to be free from the nightmare, but now he's back in the nightmare, maybe. Somehow, who knows? Just overly complicated. It's about as, or possibly even more complicated than FNAF. Just because it constantly contradicts itself. It can't seem to decide whether anything is canon or everything is non-canon. And the end just kind of says, I'm just a game where you drive around and kill people. Why are you taking this so seriously? Oh wait, you're the environmental pickup version of the helicopter. That's right. I forgot that was a thing. There he is. Alright, he's coming now. None of those hit. That sucks. Alright, there we go. Dude, there's no figuring Twisted Metal out. You have the timeline that's Twisted Metal 1, Twisted Metal 2, and Twisted Metal Head On. She barely fit in that entrance. There's the timeline that's Twisted Metal 2012, and then you have the timeline that's Twisted Metal Black and Twisted Metal Lost. And then Twisted Metal 3 and 4 exist, and then there's Twisted Metal Small Brawl, which is the fourth canon, and then you have Twisted Metal 3 and 4, which are completely non-canon. They're the only ones that are confirmed to be non-canon in any way, shape, or form. Twisted Metal Small Brawl is probably one of the most complicated in itself. It's because there's so much contradiction in it. That game in itself is a walking contradiction. Are all the characters kid versions of themselves? Or are they the kids of the drivers? I don't stream the other games because I can't stream the other games. This is on my PS4. And I can't stream on my PS2 at the moment. I would if I could. Then Black is my favorite, so that's another reason. Also, I can't stream 3 and 4 because they use a shit ton of copyrighted music. They don't have an original soundtrack of their own, they just use a bunch of different licensed tracks. And if I do that, holy shit. I'd be in so much fucking trouble. The copyright people would have my head in a fucking pike. They're not that great anyway. Well, that's not exactly true. They're not bad games, they're just bad Twisted Metal games. Or at least they are bad Twisted Metal games in terms of story. They're fine in terms of gameplay. I don't like them though in terms of gameplay and the fact that enemies go for health, and they have used the X button to accelerate, while every other game in the franchise has used square. So I don't like it for that reason either. The only reason I like it at a gameplay standpoint is it's not bad in terms of car combat. Like, the main mechanics are fine, but the problem is, hold on, let me think, because I'm kind of doing something. I like the fact that the enemies actually go after each other instead of just going after you. You know, it actually makes it seem like it's actually a contest where everyone's trying to kill each other and not just you. You know, it's nice in that way, but in every other way, it's kind of inferior. They're both kind of inferior because they were made by a different studio.
I was asleep for hours, and the whole time I was having this really scary dream. I dreamed about my boss, Mr. Creel, working on those creepy masks he used to make. It was my first real job after college. I didn't want to screw it up. I wanted Mr. Creel to like me. But then, this one day, I made a terrible mistake. I didn't mean to upset him. I didn't mean to be so clumsy. But I was just so stupid. I could feel the nails crushing the mask down on my face. And to make sure the mask stayed on tight, Mr. Creel made a weird-looking key. He said it would make sure the mask would never come off. Now that I think about it, maybe it wasn't all my fault.
So a few things about that. Some things you actually might have been able to see. Originally, Dollface was supposed to be a kid, and Mr. Creel was supposed to be her father. You can actually see some parts of the original that were left out, that were left in. Like, when it panned out to see the whole room, you could see it was a family room. You could see, like, the TV, and you could even see Dollface at a kid's table, drawing a picture. Originally, it was supposed to be that her mother died because she fell down the stairs, allegedly. It was supposed to be her drawing a picture, and apparently she smashed a bottle of milk, when she broke down crying, and that's what upset him, apparently. Still a really stupid reason, but whatever. But even now, you can see that shot, and you can see the flower on her shirt, which is like, if she's supposed to be like a 20-something-year-old, you're not going to be wearing like a kid's shirt like that, especially not to work. And just, the workplace doesn't look like a workplace. It looks like a family room. So, it was still pretty obvious what's going on when you actually know what it originally was supposed to be. The only thing they changed on Darkseid's model was that she no longer had pigtails. That was it. But yeah, basically in the original, she was supposed to be like. That's also why she has a question mark for her age. Originally, she was supposed to be like 15 or something, so younger than even Raven, the driver of Shadow here. But apparently that wasn't gonna fly. And again, see, holy fuck. Yeah, I don't like Darkseid, as you can tell. I don't like Darkseid. She's too slippery. Like, look at this. Look how much she slides. It's terrible. Just makes controlling her such a pain in the ass. With such a huge target, it's not good. Just not good. That's the first time in this, since I started streaming this year, that I have killed everyone before the boat actually stopped at port. Unfortunately, I died in the process, so... Yeah, there's a lot of cut content in this game, and a lot of changed content. Just because apparently the ESRB was not okay with a lot of it. Or that, and just like nations in general were like, nah, you can't do that. It's 2001, you can't do that. People are going to be up in arms if you talk about a kid, you talk about family, abusive, like domestic relationships, and domestic abuse. That's gonna be a no from us. That's gonna be a no-no. So, with how dark this game is, originally it was supposed to be even grittier and darker. So, that's kind of interesting. I mean, making this game so dark and gritty in 2001 was a huge gamble. Because back in the day, everyone was it was still in the time where people thought that video games were for children. Like, it was like, you know, you had things like Crash Bandicoot, Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank. You know, kids' titles, things that appeal to kids with cute, fuzzy characters, and everyone had smiles on their faces and everything. And then you had Twist Metal Black, where it's like, yeah, and people die, and people are fucked up, and they will do some fucked up shit to get what they want. People hate each other. Blood is shed. There's people are not okay. They're not good people in this world. There are some bad hombres. You know what? That's just part of life. People are fucked up. But especially because the other idea that was competing at the time with Twisted Metal Black was basically a sequel to Twisted Metal 2 called Sweet Tooth's Twisted Metal Road Trip, which was basically Twisted Metal 2, but instead of across the globe, it was across America. And you'd fight in places like, you know, New York, Florida, California, Washington, D.C. And Sweet Tooth was supposed to have, like, an Uncle Sam hat. And supposed to be like, I want you for Twisted Metal. And it was supposed to be campy and, you know, to continue on with Twisted Metal being, you know, campy and silly and wacky. Instead, they went for something dark and gritty. And in the end, it won out because Twisted Metal Black is still seen as one of the best in the franchise behind Twisted Metal 2. Even if it's way too fucking hard. So... I mean, this is probably the most realistic of how a tournament like this would go on. A bunch of psychos just doing whatever. Killing each other, not even giving a shit. Most people want revenge on somebody that they hate who wronged them during their lives. It's just not pretty. It's not cute, it's not funny. Okay, sometimes it's funny, but dark humor. Much darker humor than Twismel 2. I mean, you know, Twismel had a lot of dark humor. Like, you know, people died, even in their wishes, but usually in a funny way. But when people die in this game, it's like, you know, using a plane that turned someone into dog meat because he cheated on you with your wife and just made you a psychopath. It's like, it ain't cute anymore. It's just dark and depressing. Sweet Tooth is no longer a silly, psychopathic clown who kills people because he's nuts. Now he's a very down-to-earth serial killer who kills people because he thinks it's fun. And he just has the mind of a serial killer. Doesn't kill for shits and giggles. He kills because he wants to. He finds it enjoyable. He finds it thrilling. Whatever psycho reason people kill people. Not just, oh, I'm an evil clown who kills people for fun. Yeah, he does. In Twismel 2 through, you know, in every other game, he enjoyed eating people, but he enjoyed eating people's souls, because he's the Grim Reaper. That's kind of his thing. He eats people's souls and takes them into the afterlife. And that's kind of his thing, and this is a more, you know, how would someone like Mr. Grimm be in real life? Well, closest thing to that would be cannibalism. Stay still. There we go. So, that's a lot of reasons why I like this game the best. It just doesn't fuck around. That and it's really solid gameplay-wise. I like it. But also because, like I said, it doesn't fuck around. It pulls no punches. It's aware of what it is, and it embraces that. This isn't cute. This isn't silly. It's dark and depressing. That was loud. Apparently I killed 2 people already. Make that 4, make that 3. Hey. Oh, fuck. Nice. Man. Oh, that was my last one. I thought I had 2 more. Nice. Well, it wasn't supposed to be so edited down. The only reason it was edited down was because the ratings board was like, you take this out or we're not publishing it. We can't have you drowning a baby in a baptism. We can't have you letting a little girl be, abused by her father and put in a mask. We can't let you, do this, that, and the other thing. I don't remember what else they took out off the top of my head. Can't let you talk about white nationalists. That's another one that was talked about originally in Outlaws, but was cut out. Oh, somebody died. Yep. Sweet Tooth taking Axel's son instead of his wife in the original. Can't have that, even though it makes more sense. But, fuck it. Can't talk about the fact that people kill kids in reality, even though it talks about Sweet Tooth killing kids in the manual. No. I mean, he drives an ice cream truck, for fuck's sake. Who do you think he's gonna kill with it? Oh, yes, everybody, but what do you think he's aiming for? Oh, don't you fucking dare. You bastard. I don't know why, but, like, it seems like Shadow lays the most bombs down. I don't know what it is. I never see anyone but Shadow lay bombs down, like, lay the mines down like she does. I don't know what it is. I'm sure it has something to do with her AI, but it's like, okay, but why her in particular? It's not that big a deal. I'm just interested. No. Okay, but why 2 of them? Let's see. What? Man, everybody loves freezing me. But, yeah. Trying to think what else was cut out. I think there were more things. I don't remember though. More like stuff that was very touchy sensitive. You can run people over. Well, okay. You could always run people over, but now you can run the drivers over and it gives you health. Or at least it's supposed to. Spectre always wants attention, but in this game she's a yandere. I think that's all the stuff that was cut out. I was like, too hot for TV type of stuff. Not in my Christian server type of crap. On one of those. One of those. Another one of these. There we go. That's better. Alright, looks like it's only Mr. Grimm left, so... Guess we just wait for Mr. Grimm. Oh, there he is. Oh, I think I know where he was hiding now. Like, look at him! He's being a bitch! And not letting me get my final hit in. Everybody freezes me. What a pain in the ass.
You're in violation of Midtown City Code 4432. Step out of your vehicle and surrender peacefully.
I don't think I will.
Time's up.
I like the police. Oh fuck, I didn't mean to grab that. I just wanted to back up so I had better aim for the tanker when it comes in. No big deal. Hey! I was perfectly lined up. You fucking asshole. What the hell? Why is he here? You! Go away! I don't need you! Why are you here? Wait, what? Why is the shield not down? What? Didn't I destroy it? What the fuck is going on? Why? What? I heard another one come on. Where'd the other one go? Did you accidentally destroy your own tanker? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I destroyed one and it didn't count as a hit against him. And then I destroyed another one and it's like, I swear to God, it didn't count as another hit. I'm so confused. And yet his shield was gone, but then it said it wasn't gone, and it's just, I don't know anymore. I don't care. You literally can't use Darkseid special against him. She sucks in this battle. There. That's done.
I had won the contest, and now I was gonna be free. I went to see Calypso. I told him I wanted my prize. But you know what? There's always a price to pay for something you really, really want. If I took the key, Mr. Creel was gonna die. Why couldn't he just have been nice to me? It's funny, now that I had the key, I didn't want it anymore. I like my new face now, much better than the old one. It doesn't cry and it doesn't look scared, and it'll always be pretty, even when I'm old and gray inside. There's a whole lot of people in the world just like Mr. Creel. Someone has to show them that they can't do bad stuff to people like me.
Yeah, I don't know how that trap works. What is a chain gonna do for an Iron Maiden? I don't know. I don't know. Alright, roadkill. Also, that bus over there? It's so weird, because this is how it's supposed to look. But just keep your eye on it. It just disappears. It's so weird. I don't know why that happens. So he has 8 control, 8 speed. What is that? 7 armor? No, 6 armor. And 8 special. Yeah, that sounds about right. So 4-4-3-4. So 4-4-3-4 in terms of what out of 5. So yeah, he doesn't fuck around. As you can see, there's Mr. Graham in the background. I know. You can see Darkseid in shadow if you look at the grill of her car. The wheels are supposed to be Darkseid's because there's 2 sets of them. Anyway.
The doctors said it was some kind of amnesia. No one could figure out who I was or where I came from. There were some days I wondered if I actually existed at all. All we had to go on were the tattoos. Somehow, they were the key to the person I was. And from the looks of them, you'd think I was a nasty piece of work. I was beginning to think I'd never discover the truth. Then, the truth just kind of waltzes in through my door. Guy's name was Calypso. He ran this contest. He tells me he can clear everything up. I tell him to get lost before I break his freaking neck. But then he shows me this picture. Me, in a suit, all nice and neat, like I was actually someone important. He said there was this whole life just waiting for me. All I had to do was win his contest. How could I refuse? Now I had a chance to get the answers I needed. Let's face it, who wants to spend the rest of their life as a nobody?
So about that tattoo that finishes off on his shoulder, originally it was supposed to be one nation, one people. So it was a white supremacist tattoo, but that was censored just like the white supremacy was censored out in Outlaws Metal. So this is Roadkill. Special weapon is the thing I've been talking about hating my entire existence. And just like when he uses it, it is extremely fucking powerful. I'll try to use it correctly next time I get it. I didn't think Axel would... You ass! I didn't think Axel would actually zoom off that quickly. There are actually two versions of it, sort of. There's the regular charge version, and then there's the blood missile version. If you charge it up, normally, you'll do a lot of damage, but if you wait till it beeps 5 times, it'll fire blood missiles, which do double damage. But if you charge too long, which is literally a second after blood missile charge, you will just lose it completely and just waste the special. So high risk, high reward. Because the blood missiles do not fuck around in terms of damage. They hurt like a bitch. Not that his special doesn't naturally hurt like a bitch, but they hurt like extra. Ow. I just bank shot bonused myself. Ow. Well, that hurt. Why did I think that would work? I think if you do charge it up more, it'll do more damage naturally. Like if you let it beep a few times before firing it, I think it also does extra damage, but not nearly as much as blood missiles. The blood missiles are just the fan name, but they're called that because they have a blood red smoke to them. It's basically like you're just fired 7 power missiles in terms of how it looks. Yeah, it goes really fucking fast. Fuck. I just cannot get the timing. I used to be able to do the timing real well, but I've obviously been out of practice for a while, so... I think I'm doing like 1 beep too soon. I might also be wrong. I also be remembering how many beeps it is incorrectly. Could be a number of things. It's been a while. I remember a lot of things about this game, but I don't remember everything. Yeah. They're pretty powerful either way, but I'm pretty sure all my bitching about them in the past has kind of made that clear. But that means I won't have to deal with him in this round, so... Hey. At least there's that. Interestingly, up to this game, Roadkill Special had changed every game. In Twisted Metal 1, it was a javelin. In Twisted Metal 2, it was a boomerang-shaped missile that, you'd fire out, and like any normal boomerang, it would return to you. Now, if you hit someone on the return trip, it would do triple damage. And if you caught it without it exploding, you'd actually regain the special immediately. Twisted Metal 3 had it be known as the Junk Bomb, which was... it's hard to explain. Basically, it was just a little spiky bomb that you fired out in an arc. It kind of sucked. He was not in Twisted Metal 4, and then you had Twisted Metal Black, which is whatever the hell you want to call these. I hate when Axel's shielding, because you can barely tell. Like, why doesn't it cover his wheels as well? Just make it obvious. But, anyway. I thought Brimstone was here. He's actually down here. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. That reminds me, I haven't shown something off. That plane? You can hit it. You can hit it. The game wants to. It's being a little bitch right now. Wrong airborne vehicle. I just don't, because it's actually how you unlock Yellow Jacket. Speaking of, this game had by far the most complicated and difficult ways to unlock characters in any Twisted Metal game. I think the only thing that got close was how you unlocked Sweet Tooth in Twisted Metal 2. Where you had to fall off a specific building in New York and find a code. Also, the Zoomy rocket is stuck on my model. Anyway. Where is it? Where is that fucking plane? Oh, I did crash it. Never mind. I'm an idiot. I did crash it. But yeah, you've got this entire place. It's got a lot of pickups. And that wooden floorboard you saw around the middle, yeah, that's where you come out. This is where you unlock Yellow Jacket. You just have to shoot out a panel and it would lower Yellow Jacket. And that's where you come out. My eye. But yeah, that's how you unlock Yellow Jacket. By far, one of the most complicated things I've seen in a video game and how to unlock someone. I haven't used this, have I? I have not. At least I don't think I have. I don't remember. I don't care. I need it. I'll use it. Where is he? Jesus, shoot him! There we go. Suburbs, why not? But yeah, it's, so you unlock Warthog here. This is the only character I can actually believe someone accidentally finding. Axel is found in the freeway, and you have to shoot the cab car of the crane in the junk of the construction yard. Which, how anyone would ever find that out on their own, I have no idea, because it just looks like part of the scenery. Yellow Jacket? Okay, I can kind of see someone finding that on accident by shooting the, by thinking, hey, what if I shoot the plane for fun? Fucking Axel, though? No, I don't think anyone would have found that on their own. Who thinks to shoot a cab car of a... It's really hard, too. It's like really specific aiming. But it's like, who on earth would ever think, oh yeah, let's aim at the, you know, let's shoot down the, let's shoot down the, cab car of the crane. Sure, why not? It's like, who would do that? Plus, it doesn't, like, nowhere in the game does it ever, like, give you a hint of this. There are no hints, nothing. It's like, yeah, good luck finding them. I'll show you where you find Warthog in a minute, as soon as I'm done dying. Also, for this entire thing, I've forgotten there's a health pack over here. I completely forgot about that. I don't know why, it's really obvious. There we go. The max missile charge. Too bad I missed it. Also, once again, I have way too many fucking homing missiles. God damn it. Ow. Out of my inventory, I don't want you. I don't know why there's so much screaming in there. Ow. How did I not grab that health? The fuck? I might as well. Oh yeah, I was gonna show where Warthog is. He's in here. Just like Yellow Jacket, you shoot a panel and escape, and he'd be lowered. Yeah. There it is, the max missile charge. It's not like ridiculously stronger, but it's stronger. What the hell? I just lost my special for no reason. I had it highlighted and it just suddenly disappeared. Didn't even fire it. What the fuck? Ah, fuck. That was an accident. That was a complete accident. He's too fast for his own good. Oh my god, Axel, fuck off. Where are you anyway? Nice. Oh, that's not something I can destroy for some reason. Why are there things I cannot destroy? Let's see. Let me think of something else to talk about. I'm sure I've got something else. Oh, the main menu music as a kid used to give me nightmares. It's so desolate and despair filled. Nowadays I actually listen to it just to relax. It's like, just busy music. Like, whenever I'm in the middle of doing something, I'll put it on just as background music while I work. It's kind of weird. But apparently the YouTube comments I read on that were like, yeah, same here. I used to be terrified of it when I was a kid, and nowadays it's just chill. Industrial. I think apparently the genre is industrial. So I guess I like industrial music? I don't know. Whenever that sound comes up, I can't help but think of like... It was like this one animation by Senior Palo, where like Inkling does her final smash in K. Rool, and it's like... Brrr. That's all I can think of whenever that sound happens. I think it has something to do with the shield, but I don't know for sure. I don't know. I just think it's funny. Let's see. Fuck, I didn't want that. Let's see. So I've got 3 of these. Aw, she's not here yet. I thought she was close enough to use it. That's a shame. Now she is. What? I'm still in its range. That's kind of ridiculous. Whatever. As long as I'm not dead, I guess it doesn't matter. I don't think you can fire your special weapon backwards. Nor do I understand why you'd want to. I think if you make that thing land on somebody, it will do a lot of damage to them, but I don't remember for sure. I feel like that's true, but I also feel like that's something my mind made up, like a fake memory. Oh, he did not need that. Asshole. I blame that on accidentally getting on the health pad, trying to chase down manslaughter. I'm kind of annoyed by that. He's just so fast. It says you have a lot of control, but at the same time, it just... I don't know. It's not a big deal. How are you doing, kitty? Hello? That's good. Let me think of something to think about, talk about, whatever. Whoa, that was an accident, but hey, I'll take it. Hi. That's good. Glad to hear that Jim is doing well. Ow, out of the way. Trying to think of interesting topics, but I can't currently think of any, other than just reacting to what the hell is going on in the game at any given point. Ow. Ow! Fuck! That hurt. And somehow, all the missiles hurt Warthog far more than I have seen them hurt other characters. I don't understand that. Aw, you bitch. Ah, why do I keep having so many goddamn these things? Why? I guess it's probably because I never use them because they're so weak. They're only really good for finishing people off. And look at that. Yeah, I know Sweet Tooth has a lot of armor, but still. It's pretty pathetic. Ah, you fuck! I hate cars in this game. Just the normal pedestrian cars. They ate my special. And let Brimstone live. What in the world? Just for the record, I never hit down on the control pad for that. I don't know what the hell that was. That was interesting, I'll give it that. I'm not really sure what else to say about that happening. Fuck! She's too damn fast. Like, look how much damage that does! Why does it do that much damage? Who thought that was okay? It's like Sweet Tooth Special, but better. Why is that so fucking strong? It's legitimately like 7 fire missiles, like, tied together. It's like, who thought that was okay? Just... the fuck? God damn it! Fucking pedestrian cars! I like how he said I don't have to deal with roadkill, so now there's nobody I have to complain about, and now my nemesis is now pedestrian cars. It seems like the game always forces me to have some sort of nemesis. I don't even want to know who my next nemesis will be. I bet it'll be stupid. No! Get away! I guess I could talk about the fact that this game was supposed to have a sequel, just like Twismile Head On was supposed to, but eventually got canceled due to just... no wait, I've talked about Harbor City, didn't I? I think I have. I still think it's really interesting though. And kinda sad. It looked really cool, but unfortunately it just didn't happen. How did that not kill Mr. Grimm? Out of the way. That was dumb. I overreacted. Really hate the heroes in this game sometimes. He was nowhere near that gas can's impact, but I'll take it. That hospital in the freeway level. Remember that. That'll be important. That'll be important for Roadkill's middle. I promise. It's kind of interesting how the fact that some levels actually tie into the stories of some characters. Like Dollface's mask was in the junkyard. Sweet Tooth has beef with Warhawk. I think it's pretty cool. I like world building. Unfortunately, this is the first and only game that had those internal monologue sections before each level. All around, I'm really disappointed they never brought it back. I don't know why they never did either. It was always really cool. There's just so much stuff that they did in this game and then never did again. And it's just a lot of, you know, it's just disappointing. I don't know. It's not the biggest deal in the world. The games that would follow this aren't terrible. Okay, Twismo Small Bro is kind of bad, but I liked it as a kid. But nowadays, it's kind of bad. Let me think. Head-on's okay. There's nothing to write home about, but it's not terrible. It's inoffensive. Ow. Also, something I haven't, like, mentioned at all about Roadkill yet. Also, I love this. But he has, like, a nuclear reactor in the back of his car. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but, like, there's a nuclear symbol and a box on the back of his car. And it's like, okay, but why? What the hell? Why is that there? This is so weird, but I kind of love it because it's never explained. It's just there. I mean, even the Oh wait, holy shit! I just realized why it's there. I can't tell you all and why it's there because it has something to do with the story. But holy shit! It just hit me why it's there. Holy fuck! That's a very old question that's been lingering in my brain for years and years. And I suddenly realized it. What the fuck? I hate when that happens, but at the same time, I kind of love it. Remind me to do that. I might forget. I have a very short attention span. At times, anyway. Come on. Show me your backside. I know it's the back panel that I have to do still. Unfortunately, I don't have the energy for shield. There it is. Oh, come on. Thank you for not frying my ass while I was there. But at the same time, fuck you for not giving me enough time to destroy it. I need more turbo. It's so weird how nimble Minion is when you fight him, but when you actually play as him, he's like really, really annoying to control, from what I remember. But as a boss, he's like really fucking nimble. Also, yeah, he doesn't seem to care about my special all that much. Fine, be an asshole. See if I care. Actually, I may be able to explain it after this middle cutscene, if I remember correctly. So just hold on. Scratch what I said earlier. I'll probably be able to explain it right after this. Yeah, at the same time, I still might need a reminder. I'm an idiot sometimes. Where are the regular missile pickups, by the way? What the hell? Oh, there they are. Just casually missed them. I always like finishing Minion off with a special.
I must have been out for hours. At first there was just darkness, but then I started to see things. Bad things. I remember now. I ran with this gang. At first, we were small time. Random beatings, robbery. We were nobodies. So we came up with a plan. The bomb was choice. Freaking huge. When that building came down, who knew what kind of viruses and diseases would spread across the world? It was glorious. Instant extinction. Finally, for the first time, we were important. We were feared. And that's it. The memories end there. I don't think I like the man I'm turning out to be.
So his model was actually the reason why he's bald, aside from being a skinhead in the original, was he was actually like the model for all the other characters for the most part, because in a lot of the middles you could see Roadkill there, and it's like in the future replace Roadkill with the driver. Anyway, about the nuclear thing in the back of his car, it probably has something to do with the bomb that they set up. That's the only thing I can think of why there'd be like a nuclear sticker on a box in the back of his car. That's probably what that is. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we have the two of the heaviest characters in the game. Good. I mean, at least we're getting taken care of them early, I guess. Alright, time for my favorite. Just spamming gas cans in their face. Also, for some reason, in this game, jumping takes energy out of your bar, but in every game after Black, jumping would be a free action. It would be a free attack. It would be a free thing you could do. But in this game, it costs some energy. It's kind of weird. I don't remember if the other games made you spend energy for jumping. I don't think so. Also, yeah, driving through the fire of the cars doesn't hurt you. Be pretty dumb if it did. I really don't feel like engaging, what's his face? Or what's his lack of face? This is where you unlock manslaughter. Again, no idea how you'd ever think to just fire at the hull of the ship. Once again, you'd find him in here, you destroy a panel, and you unlock manslaughter. I have no idea who would ever think to just randomly shoot the hull of the ship over there, but... okay. Talk about making secret characters. I think they were a little too literal with secret character. I mean, Small Brawl would use the same idea of making you find the characters in the levels, but they were nowhere near as complicated, and there were actually hints for one of them. It was somewhat cryptic, but it was still a hint. Unfortunately, there was a character in Twismal Small Brawl named Mime, who I really liked, and was always sad they never brought back, because she was a really cool idea. Mime had no special weapon. Mime actually lacked a special weapon. Instead, she would steal other characters. Her special weapon was to steal other characters' special weapons. Hence the name Mime. She mimicked the other characters. And, if it was a character who had something connected to them that used it as a special weapon, like Mr. Slam being a front-end loader, and as such he had, like, the jaws to grab people and slam them, instead, she would just start using telekinesis as her special attack to slam them up and down. Like a mime would. Or like, trying to think of another character who, like, actually had something on their body. But, unfortunately, in Twismal Small Brawl, they didn't have the hidden compartments for some reason, even though it came after this game. But if they did, I have a feeling that she wouldn't actually have secret compartments. Because she's a mime. She doesn't show her actions. They're all invisible. And I'm sad that they never brought that idea back. Because the idea of stealing other characters' special weapons is really cool. And true to her name, her color pattern was black and white. And I thought she was really interesting and really creative. And for some reason, she never returned. None of the characters from Twismal Small Brawl ever returned. Trapper, Mime, or Piecemeal. And it's kind of a shame. Piecemeal had the same special as Mime, where he would steal the closest opponent's special weapon. But Trapper just felt like he fit in a Twisted Metal game. Because Trapper was a Studebaker. If you don't know what a Studebaker is, it's the army vehicle with the flatbed. With the tarp over it to keep soldiers in as they were moved from one place to another. And he just felt like that'd be a car that someone would use in Twisted Metal. Unfortunately, to add to the rather unfortunate state of never being introduced to another Twisted Metal game, they had no stories. So you knew nothing about them, really. The only thing it told you about Mime was the fact that she liked to mimic the other kids and annoy them, which would just fit into her special. Other than that, you knew nothing about her. You just knew it was a girl, which was interesting, and that she liked to mimic people, and that's what inspired her special weapon. Other than that, you knew nothing. You didn't even know what she looked like. Because all the secret characters didn't have profiles. Well, they did, but their profiles didn't actually have them. It was just their vehicle. So you never actually knew what she looked like. However, people have, you know, understandably guessed that she just looked like a girl in Mimes clothing. Which probably, yeah, that's probably it, but still. Would have been nice to see. But, oh well. It is what it is. The only two characters who we know what they look like, in terms of secret characters, were Axel and Darkseid. The reason why we know Axel looks like is because he's in the intro, and he did have an ending, but it was cut due to Axel being in a wheelchair, and thinking it was insensitive to make fun of people in wheelchairs. And we know what Darkseid looks like because he was in promotional art, but never actually used in game. And he looked like a boy with a giant devil mask on. Which made sense, because in the original Twisted Metal, he was the son of Satan, according to his license plate. Which was Satan's spawn. Then, even his special weapon said that, yeah, he comes from hell. So... But yeah, it's unfortunate that none of the newcomers to Twisted Metal Small Brawl were ever in another Twisted Metal game, even though they were all really interesting. Chopper seemed to be like the replacement for Minion, but his special was also pretty cool because they were RC cars. He used the Barrel of Monkeys toy as a special weapon. It was very unique in that once it hit a character, it would multiply, and then those multiplied would home in on another character and split again, and so on and so forth until they reached 16. And they all did massive damage, and it was very annoying to deal with. But at the same time, very creative. I feel like Twisted Metal Black and Twisted Metal Small Brawl have the most unfortunate stories of in terms of like development, because Twisted Metal Black obviously had a lot of cut content from it, and Twisted Metal Small Brawl just had so many ideas that were never brought back. Or not ideas, but characters and cut content. Twisted Metal Small Brawl was literally released months after Twisted Metal Black, implying that it was in development at the same time as Twisted Metal Black, but just didn't get the same treatment, didn't have the same priority. It was also supposed to have a much different feel to it. Originally it was going to be raunchy, like you were supposed to go into like women's fitting rooms and whatnot. You know, like teenage stuff. It was supposed to have the feeling of those raunchy teenage movies. But it ended up being more kid-friendly than anything. While at the same time having that Twisted Metal feeling. mostly to offset itself from Twisted Metal Black, of having the darkest in the franchise and the most lighthearted of the franchise. It was always supposed to be more lighthearted than Black for sure, but it was also supposed to be raunchy and silly. Going into women's bathrooms, going into, you know, places you weren't supposed to be. It was inspired originally by the game Mr. Mosquito, where there was a level where you'd have to drink blood from a teenage woman in the bathtub. It was inspired by that idea, like exploring places you weren't supposed to be by normal conventions. You know, social norms and whatnot. You just don't spy on women. But, you know, keeping the idea of like a raunchy teen movie. So, Twisted Metal 2012 was also a pretty rough story. There's actually a documentary going on about it with the creator of the game's David Jaffe, and the first 2 episodes are out, with the final episode focusing mostly on 2012. The 3rd episode is not out yet, but I'm anticipating it soon. Jesus Christ. 3 mines in a row? Christ, what the fuck? Anyway. Hi there. Oh, that hurt. I hate having to use this already, but actually no, wait. Hold on. I have to use it already. I have plenty of... I'll be enough health for a while. Itchy trigger finger. It's not a big deal. Oh, fuck. You bitch. That was scary. I suppose I can talk more about cut content, because the Twisted Metal series is just full of cut content. In the original Twisted Metal, Minion was a tank. The original story for it was piloted by this terrorist group known as Armageddon 9, I think it was. And during the story, there was supposed to be news broadcasts of the of Armageddon 9 stealing what was known as the XJ9. I think it was like it was like XJ37 mine tank, which would read the thoughts of the driver, making it faster and more maneuverable than any car ever known. And they had basically stolen it for shits and giggles, I guess. I don't know. But they were supposed to be the final boss. Why? I don't know. What the fuck? Instead, in the final version, it was just left unknown and just said, oh, it's the winner of the last contest. Which, in this game, is, you know, brought back. The idea is brought back. He's the winner of the last Twisted Metal contest. It's kind of interesting because it's like, you know, if Roadkill won, what kind of boss would that be? There's nothing special about him. He's just a car. You know, it's not like a Tinker Truck or anything. What's the, well, you know, okay, so Spectre's dead. But in Twisted Metal 2, when the game got some lore added to it, it became driven by a demon known as Minion, because he was a minion of hell. And he's the guy who Calypso got his powers from, albeit unwillingly. Because when Calypso died and went to hell, in the Twisted Metal 2 canon, and in most canons, he raced Minion and won. Because he drove Minion off a cliff while he was chasing him. And in return, Satan was like, well, good job on that. You just cleaned Minion's clock. He was kind of my champion of, he was kind of my racing champion, but you'll make a fine replacement. Turns out Satan is a big fan of demolition derbies. For whatever reason, but hey, whatever. And he's told Calypso, as long as he held Twisted Metal, which would make it so that the world's best drivers would die every year, they could have more races in hell. And it would make the races more entertaining to have some of the best drivers in the world race each other in hell. So that's why Twisted Metal is held, and in order to get people to join, Satan took Minion's powers and given them to Calypso, and to make it so that he could grant people a wish every year, as a way to lure people into playing Twisted Metal. Well, think about it this way. Anyone who plays Twisted Metal is probably not going to heaven. They're probably going to hell. I mean, you know... What the fuck? I'm not saying every character goes to hell. I'm just saying, well, that's another thing about this, because, like, the game never talks about the afterlife outside of hell. It's kind of one of those things where they just use hell as, like, the afterlife. I don't know. It's very complicated, it's very strange, but outside of this game, God is never talked about. It's just Satan, because obviously Satan has something to do with the series. I don't know. I never really gave it much thought or care. I just kind of accepted it.
Violation of Midtown City Code 4432. Step out of your vehicle and surrender peacefully. Time's up.
Interesting, that's the only time where he says time's up that doesn't focus on his windshield. But also, if you're talking about this dark side, well, I'm pretty sure, well, she did do something wrong in agreeing to play a game where she's fully aware that she will have to kill people. I'm pretty sure murder of any kind is wrong. Whether you're killing bad people, and like in this case, I'm pretty sure like just murdering. Also remember that you're not just murdering each other, you're also running over pedestrians. Oh fuck. You're running over pedestrians, you're killing a cop. So, pretty sure in any case, she's not completely, I'm pretty sure she is not completely clean in the eyes of whatever god it is you want to talk about. In the end, I think the only character who wouldn't go to hell would probably be the taxi kid. Because he's so young, for the most part. Depending on what religion you follow, kids are always seen as pure. Oh, for fuck's sake, why wouldn't you go over there? Why did you immediately return to your helipad? Oh, for fuck's sake. Did that really destroy that? I didn't think that actually destroy it. Man, he just does not want to play along, does he? There we go. Ow. Where the fuck is he? Usually if he does that, he's supposed to return to his helipad. But he's just being all sorts of bitchy today. Isn't that right? You're being an asshole today. Why are you being an asshole today? What's wrong? What happened? Why are you being an asshole today? You're always a dick, but today you're being extra dicky. What's wrong? Is there something you need to talk about today? Yeah, this is another death. Don't leave. What the fuck? Alright, there we go. He's being a real bitch.
I'd won the contest. Now it was time for the truth. I went to see Calypso. Hopefully he would know who I was. He did. Jesus. I was FBI. I'd been deep undercover for the last year trying to bust a doomsday cult in Midtown. Calypso said I was a hero. That night I rushed back into the building. I had to get that bomb as far away as I could, but there just wasn't time, so I took the quick way out. explosion knocked me out. Now I remember. I am a hero. A hero undercover agent standing in front of number 2 on the FBI's 10 most wanted list. In other words, a dead man. Calypso thanked me for being such a great contestant. Then he said goodbye. I remember now. I have a family. God, I was just starting to remember.
But yeah, as you can see in his ending, he still had the one country, one people tattoo. They didn't change that. Also, Calypso was only number 2 on the FBI. Most people believe that number 1 was Sweet Tooth. Also, according to Twist Metal Lost, in other words, the prototype for Harbor City, John Doe was actually just a clone of many John Does that were there to kill Calypso. Apparently. So. But at the same time, why wouldn't they tell the guy, like, if it was mission success, why wouldn't they, you know, find him and tell him what the hell happened? And who he was, if he had amnesia? It's like, what the fuck? Like, if he was an operative, and you saw he had amnesia at the end of it, why wouldn't you tell him? Okay, anyway, tomorrow it'll be Manslaughter and Warthog. And neither of them are a patient, so they have no bio. So, yeah. Also, I think it's hilarious that if you look at the chains, it's actually a flat image, and if you look at the back of Cage's head, there's a part where it's discolored. He doesn't actually have any hair, that's just discoloration. They left it white on accident. They didn't color it in. I find that hilarious. Anyway, that's it for tonight.